Does the Smithsonian infographic exist because of the Biden-Harris Executive Order number 13985?
That had nothing to do with my claim.
Okay, so this has nothing to do with your claim because it wasn't caused by Executive Order number 13985?
No, it was not.
Okay, great. So because this has no bearing, no relationship, no causal factors whatsoever in relationship to Executive Order number 13985 signed into law by Biden, then like I'm going to turn your fucking camera off and I'm going to ask you to get back on track. Once again, why do you think that Trump overturning Executive Order number 13985 by the Biden-Harris administration was a really good thing, which was the original point in which you were arguing?
Yes, so when you just turned off my camera, the infographic that we had on screen was utilized as a teaching method within the federal government to ascertain that races have different cultures. As we both know, black people can do exactly what is on this infographic.
Where does it talk about that infographic in the slightest in the Biden executive order?
If we go to 13985, like we've just said, and then we looked at section B underneath where it says the administrator of the U.S. Digital Service, the United States Chief Technology Officer, the Chief Information Officer of the United States, and the heads of other agencies or the designees shall take necessary actions consistent with applicable law to support agencies in developing such plans.
Keyword such
that
plans.
was a part of the plan.
Keyword such
that
plans.
Was the plan, Dean.
Okay. Well,
yes,
actually,
Dean.
okay. Well, the plan would be detailed before Section 7B in the executive order. So show me where in Section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, right? It says that the Smithsonian graphic that you just showed on screen is a part of the plan. Where does it say that?
That's a straw man, Dean.
It's
Dean,
not.
It's not a
straw man in the slightest because you argued that it was a part of the plan. That plan being detailed by this executive order. The plan is the executive order. So where in the executive order does it reference the Smithsonian infographic?
Dean, you know who also muted people was slave owners?
Well, you know who's running from a fucking argument right now? You. Why can't you just answer the question? Where in Section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 does it mention this goddamn Smithsonian infographic that you keep on putting on screen?
Yeah, I've been saying this the whole time. It's not the
also,
exact...
what the fuck was that comment about slave owners? What the fuck are you even saying, dude?
Because you keep muting me, and all I say... I count my words. I've been saying 10 words at a time max. And you just mute me. And then you steal me in a position. You just ask questions and then you mute. And then you make a whole new point that I haven't made.
Okay, what it sounds like you're doing right now is that you're obviously losing the debate. So you're trying to engage in meta conversation surrounding my conduct in the debate. Once again, I would really appreciate it if you could focus on the substance rather than the rhetoric. Once again, the substance is the fact that you are arguing that the application of this random fucking Smithsonian graphic that was posted by Trump under his first administration has anything to do with the proposed plan that was signed into law to combat racial discrimination and hiring-based practices in federal agencies per the executive order. I'm simply asking you where in the plan per the executive order can I read that